MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto and Tire Rack. Your host for MotorWeek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. Mustang and Camaro, the two original pony cars, are back. Born in the 1960s, now reborn for the 1990s. We already know that both now mix good old pushrod V8 power with highly refined street manners. But there's still one nagging question about them. How well will each hold up in that ultimate performance arena, the racetrack? So we've brought both to one of the most challenging, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, to find out. And what better place than this bastion of NASCAR, that most American of all racing organizations, to test the high-performance quotients of this pair of domestic sport coupes. And not just on Charlotte's famed high banks, but on the Speedway's challenging road course as well. While we have already sampled various Mustang derivatives at our normal haunts, for this on-track encounter, we naturally chose a vibrant red GT coupe. Base price $17,280. The GT is powered by the latest version of Ford's venerable 5-liter V8, which now delivers 215 horsepower and 285 pound-feet of torque. Such pushrod power moved our Mustang GT down Charlotte's straightaways to 60 in 6.8 seconds. The quarter mile went by in 15.6 seconds, ending at an even 90 miles per hour. Excellent numbers for a muggy 80-degree day with a full load of fuel. Credit the Borg-Warner 5-speed manual, which has a slightly lighter touch than last year. It's made into a delightfully progressive clutch and allowed our drivers to really enjoy throwing the Mustang GT into the road course corners. And we were also very impressed with the new Mustang's solidity. Even at 135 miles an hour on Charlotte's high banks, our GT always felt stable. Even between turns 3 and 4, where patches in the track can upset the best car setup, our GT's live axle handled the bumps predictably and without distress. Credit softer springs that have also helped ride quality, though they also contribute to increased body roll and more push. One can now actually enter corners faster in a Mustang GT and with more confidence than before. That's thanks to big improvements in body torsional and bending stiffness. With little tendency for the rear wheels to steer, the Mustang is easy to drive under all conditions. There's plenty of stick, too, from these optional 17-inch 45 Series Eagle ZR Gatorbacks on 3-spoke alloy rims. Our drivers never noticed high-speed stress nestled in their very comfortable sport bucket seat. It features adjustable side bolstering, 4-way power controls, and variable lumbar, all for excellent overall comfort. Our visit to Charlotte wasn't our first encounter with this shiny black Camaro Z-28 either. We've raved about its aggressive muscle car stance and very affordable high performance since its debut a year ago. Base price here is $16,999. The source of this power trip is a special one, the Corvette's 5.7-liter LT1 V8. Slightly detuned for Camaro use, it still produces 275 horsepower and a robust 325 pound-feet of torque. It catapults the Z-28 from 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds and through the quarter mile at 14.9 seconds, still charging at 95 miles per hour. These numbers are a tad lower than the ones we achieved earlier under cooler conditions, but are impressive nonetheless. Transferring the Z's power is a 6-speed Borg-Warner gearbox, which our drivers praised as the best transmission-clutch combination they'd yet experienced in any domestic coupe. The Z-28 puts just a bit less rubber on the track with 50 Series Goodyear GSCs on 5-spoke 16-inch aluminum alloys. But only at the absolute limit up on the high banks did we notice even a slight looseness in the Camaro. Overall, it too felt very confident. Combining with the LT1's abundant power and torque is a new upper and lower arm front suspension design that provides the Z-28 with the hardware it needs to master any corner. Our drivers quickly took to the quick ratio steering, taut feel, and only moderate understeer, and enjoyed letting the Z-28's tail slide during rapid turn-ins throughout Charlotte's infield road course. You may feel a little bit twitchy in the Camaro Z-28, but compared to the Mustang GT, the fun factor is definitely higher. We also have praise for the Camaro's business-like interior. The low-mounted bucket seats have good support and 6-way power adjustments, but lack the Mustang's lumbar control and thicker padding. But there's really very little lacking from either of these American pony cars. Both also augment the safety of excellent handling and plenty of reserve power with standard dual airbags. Front-wheel disc anti-lock brakes are standard on the Z-28, optional on the GT. The first 30 years of the American pony car has seen the breed gallop to unprecedented popularity and then fall to almost extinction. Both these pony car redesigns owe their continued existence not to some newfound sales fountain of youth, but to the millions of fans who kept the faith and convinced Ford and General Motors that each represented the best of the American automobile. We're pleased to say that it was all very much worth the effort. We'll have more Motor Week right after this.